can be very busy, yet the immortals don't know what you are spending your time doing. You can be so occupied, complaining that there's no time, and yet there is no reference that any of the activity that you currently are so preoccupied by strikes in eternity. Our generation is deceived, and I continue to echo these things. There are things that don't matter that have become an emphasis for us. Many of us, you don't have any inheritance, no possession. You are going to a realm and you don't have anything there. Everything you have is here, and when you take your last breath, strangers will split it and they will carry it as their own. You don't have anything that can pass through the test of eternity. There are articles that can follow you into the world beyond. You can carry things from this side of the world, and you can carry it. The custom officers of eternity will not categorize those things as contraband. One of it is souls. If you are here and there's no soul tied to you, nobody entered heaven because of you, no soul is on their way to the celestial city because of you, you don't have anything. Mind you, there was a very subtle warning Jesus gave. He says, store not your treasures in this world where moths and rots can eat it. He says, lay up treasures in heaven. Do you have any inheritance in heaven? Do you have any possession? You are not too young, brother. I've held the hands of young men. Some of them requested that I come to the hospital. Their parents made the arrangement. The only thing the guy was asking for, it broke my heart that evening. He said he wanted to hold my hands as he passed. He was telling them, call Effa, call him. When I came, he just held my hands like this. And then he slipped into eternity. And I wondered. Another sister told me that, please, her brother, there was a kidney issue, I believe, all the way in Enugu. His last request, when people want to leave this side into the great beyond, there are all kinds of requests. Some people ask for their favorite meal. That's the last memory they want to have about time. This particular sister, her brother asked, he said, play Theophilus song for me. That is his last request. Very soon you will soon realize that all the things we have made so much emphasis around, this thing is just a temporal reality. It's like a reality TV show. It will soon end. And the unfortunate thing about the things I'm sharing about is that there is a deception that makes us think that we are young, so we have time. As a matter of fact, the young die now more than the old. The number of obituaries, the number of sudden death, you are like the flowers of the field. You are bright in the morning. When we return in the evening, Solomon says, the glory that you saw in the morning, it has vanished. You are young, brother. You are young, sister. Jesus is not drinking from the cup of your wine. That's your youthful vigor. No spirit of Zion is benefiting from it. The devil is spending of your youth, deploying all your energy and your strength towards things that advance a strong negative government. And you cannot see yet. The only reason why man should not die but live is so that he should declare the works of the Lord. And if your life is not declaring the works of the Lord, you have not met the criteria that is supposed to elongate your time on earth. I don't know what you are preoccupied with. If you are here, you are 15 years, you don't have any soul. I'm not talking about have like a possession. You cannot account that this is what I won. You have never done the work of the master. Never. The question I put to you, who did you live for? What are you living for? It's a self-centered existence. Me, myself, and I. And the one declaration is go ye into the world. It is to penetrate the systems, to reveal Jesus. There are many people sitting here, even while I'm talking, even as I'm speaking like this. The spirit of the new age has shielded their hearts. They will never win souls. They are never bought in by souls. When sinners die, they are happy. They even orchestrate the death of sinners. They pray judgment prayers for a man that has not received Jesus to die. And they are not thinking where that soul went to. One glorious morning by and by, the scale would fall before our eyes. You will now know the thing that really matter. Suddenly, if you have never won souls, you will realize the verdict of the immortals concerning you is that you are not wise. He says, them that win souls are wise. They gave one extra description. They will shine like the firmament, telling you that in the age to come, some of us are already piping briefly from the power of the age to come. There are many things we do currently. It's not given to this species of creation to operate in those power. So we are only fetching from an age to come. But in the world, after this world is over, that will become our normal life. You will not need to raise a worship song to command that level of power. It will be your normal. In that age that is to come, a lot of us, we continue to assume, we continue to think that there is time. You will find out that men will not be the same in that age, because they say those who win souls will shine. So it means that if you are without that particular investment of soul winning, your existence, you know, you did not choose many things concerning how you manifested in this particular phase of existence, but you can choose about how the age to come will be for you. You can be among the nobles in the New Jerusalem. You can be among the princes, the ones that galaxies are wheeled after them. Abraham walked with God, and they named the whole of the underworld, the bosom of Abraham, the place where the righteous will stay. They named it after one man. It's already a foretaste of the world to come. This is how they will name cities after people who are wise. I don't know what wisdom is for you, but if soul is not part of it, you have really missed an emphasis in the New Testament gospel. It is about soul. It is about winning souls. It's about bringing people who are lost to the kingdom. What have we used God for? As I tie my discourse up, spirituality is self-seeking. See, spirituality is so self-centered. It's about trying to assess something through God. A lot of us even came to God because of something we want Him to do for us. There is no genuine need. We did not recognize we were sinners. We did not recognize we were doomed, and God is our salvation. They presented a need in our life, and then they presented God as a condition to be met before that need will now be met by God. And so you just came to God hoping that let's meet this part so that God will now play His part. Why do you feel that Christians don't last long after they do their salvation declaration? Because those declarations are emotional. Men are not shown the cross of Jesus where nails pierced His hands again. They are shown Ghana must go of money under the cross, and then they say, come, there's somebody that can solve your financial issue. The mystery of the cross is beyond your bank account. Your bank account is too small.